So, a very good morning to all of you. Uh, am I audible to all of you here? Okay. Okay. Thanks for input here. So, let's continue here. So, in today's session, we are going to discuss few of the problems here based on the theoretical concepts which we have discussed earlier here, because these are the questions which will be asked here in the end semester examination here, which is very likely to happen very soon here. So just I thought let us practice some few questions here on the similar nature here. Then it will give you some idea to all of you here what you need to prepare here. So in my earlier discussions too here, I emphasized that you have to solve some of the questions based on theoretical concepts here. So on the same line here, we are moving ahead here. So are you all of you ready? Okay, good. So this is the first questions here, which I'm throwing to all of you here. And now you need to solve the questions here. The joint PDF of a bivariate random variable xy is given by fxy, xy is equal to k, x plus y in the range of 0, 0 to 2 of x and 0 to 2 in case of y here. In all other cases here or outside this boundary region here, this function value is 0. So the first part is find the value of k. First, we expect that you'll solve it here because during discussion we have solved some problems here. So I expect that you can solve the questions here and give me the answer. So first part, just solve. Find the value of k. Okay, so I got some responses here. So let's see. Okay, good. So the answer is straightforward for this part here. You do not have to do much here. You have to just apply the basic understanding which you have developed in case of probability density function discussion here. So if you remember, we have discussed that the area under the curve in case of probability density function is unity here. So we have applied just the same function here. Properties. So here you can say the range is from minus infinity to infinity. That's the conventional here. But out of this range here, as the function is given already, that the function exists in the range of 0 to 2 in case of x and y both here. So subsequently, we need to substitute the integration limit here in the function. Okay, and once we substitute the values here, then the job is done. Here, because out of this boundary here, this function value is 0. So for our interest, the integration range which is useful here is only 0 to 2. Out of this range, the function value is 0. So there's no point of having integration out of this region here. So just simply substitute the function value here and go for integration, solve it here. So after solution and substituting the limit here, we will get 8k. and this 8k need to be equal to the 1. Okay, so just equating here, so k will be equal to the 1 by 8 here. So most of you has given the correct answer here, so good here. Now we'll move for the second part here. Find the marginous PDF of x and y. So second part. What is the values for those marginal PDFs? Point B. So you should remember. So now we are moving for the point B. Find the marginal PDFs of x and y. Solve it and just let me know the answer. So what is the PDF in case of marginal PDF in respect of y? Find out the both. Good. So any other input from anyone else here? I think many of you has answered here this question. So let's see. So what we have discussed earlier here, in case of marginal PDF here, we could find out from the joint probability density functions here. So this was the concept when we discussed the marginal probability density functions here. We have discussed very thoroughly here. So in this problem statement, we are already aware about the joint probability density function here. So we need to simply uh, find out the marginal PDF for the x here. So it was simple. We have to simply substitute the value corresponding to the joint PDF here and then substitute the range of integration here. That's it. The moment we substitute it here, we will get it here. X plus y into dy. Once we go for the further substitution of the limit values here, we will come to the this range here. Because the function is 0 outside this function here, so that's why. And one important point is, as the symmetry exists in case of joint PDF here, because the function nature is same here, as well as our integration limit is also same here in case of x as well as the y both, because the variation in x and y both is 0 to 2 only here. So we could take the advantage of these two here and we could find out what will be the value of marginal PDF in case of y here. So now we'll come to the third part. Are they independent? If you remember, there was third question, third part here. Are x and y independent? What is the answer for the third part? Okay, it's very simple here. It's straightforward. You can find the answer if you just look at the function. Okay, anyone else? I'm surprised no one is responding here. This is not so tough question. Just apply yours a little bit and you will find the answer. Okay, so just give me the answer. What is the condition to find out the independency here? Okay, and is there any relation of independency here in case of their probability density function? Uh, okay, I think you probably just forgot here what we have discussed. So this condition was straightforward. If we are interested to check out the function is independent in nature or not here, so simply we have to take the product of their marginal probability density functions here. If the marginal probability density functions product of x and y is equal to the joint probability density function, then we say this function is independent here. If this condition is or this criteria is not satisfied, we concluded that this function is not independent here. So in the present case, we have already find out what will be the marginal PDF in case of x as well as the marginal PDF in case of y here. If we substitute it, so we are never going to get what we have observed in case of fxy x plus y here. This is very clear here. So that's why we will say this function uh, doesn't satisfy uh, this condition here. So x and y are not independent here. I am surprised that none of you responded for this very simple questions here. Okay, so we'll see for the next question here, how we're going to respond it. Now I'm taking another questions here. Okay, before we move on here, is there any doubt related to this questions here? I hope all of you understood the concept here. Okay, I think there's no doubt here. So let's just move for the second question. This is the same questions here, similar in nature, but slight tricky. And the third part here, rest of the two part is same here. So just find out, solve this function here. Its joint probability density function is given, and you need to find out the value of k first. What is the value of k? That's fine. This is coming as 4. So there is hint for you all here related to the third part of this question here. The figure it will be visible. So you need to simply use that property here to solve the C part here. Okay. So second part, first part answer is k is equal to 4. Good. What about the others? I think very few people have responded here. I think there could be only two category here, independent or dependent here. I have not anyone third category. Sorry, independent here. Is anyone of you aware about the third category? Yes, I understood here. This what he want to communicate to all of it. He understood. Just uh, okay. Independent here. So what is the function value for fx? Marginal PDF for the x and y. Just let me know. Okay. No. Okay. Let's check here. I got the few responses. Let's now continue. So as per the our condition here, if you are interested to find out that the function is dependent or independent here, so we need to find out first their marginal probability density functions here. Okay. So once we find out the marginal probability density functions here, we can move further here to find out the dependency nature here. Okay. So corresponding to the given function here, so we could find out this function here. So fxx, yes, simply we can substitute the values here and we can find out from their joint probability density functions here. So it will be coming as a 2x. So by symmetry again we could find out what will be the marginal probability density function with respect to the y here. It is coming as a 2y, and in this case if we take the product of the marginal probability density function of x and y, it will be coming as a 4xy here. That's exactly equal to the joint probability density functions here. So as we have observed that the function is satisfying this condition here, so we could say or claim here that x and y are independent in the nature here. Okay, and related to the third part here, if you see what I asked here, find probability for x plus y is less than 1 here. So that's the tricky part here x plus y, there's a summation of both the two here. So in the x plus y, what will be the minimum value of x and y? It's already defined here. Both are starting from 0 to 1, and here 0 and leading to the 1 in case of x. In case of y, this is starting from 0 and going to the 1 here. So its minimum value is 0, maximum is 1 here. So as the condition is given, the summation of x plus y need to be 1 here. Okay. Yes. So if we take the y is equal to 0, so then x maximum could be here 1 here. Similarly, if we take the x is equal to 0, y maximum could lead to the this part here. And if we take the area under this part here, this is shaded region here. So this is always going to be unity. Something corresponds to some x, there will be some y here. So summation is always going to fall within the unity part here. And one important point is here we are not allowed to come in this region here. So this is something which is corresponding to x plus y greater than 1 here. Okay. So we need to take care of this part here. So as the Dipansu is pointed correctly here, through when we are going for the integration, we have to take the this interlinking between the x and y here in the integration limit here, because the moment we fix the one here, accordingly I have to select the other one here. I can't take both the values here as a one here. So many of you have responded here, as I can see, and I think there is some mistakes here in the integration here, because as per the problem statement, you have to observe this interdependency here. We are not supposed to go ahead in just one stretch here. Okay, because the function is totally dependent on this nature. If this condition is not given here, then we have the liberty to go for integration limit 0 to 1 as well as the 0 to 1 here. But as it is pointed out specifically, we are interested only the region where x plus y is less than 1 here. Okay, I have pointed in the discussion here, but still you people missed it. Anyway, so once we incorporate this condition given here in the problem statement in the integration part here, and after there is nothing else here, just go for the integration, substitute the values here. After substitution of the values you will get 1 by 6 here. That's it. So how many of you got this response as a 1 by 6? Anyone? Yes, Dipanshu, good. Kamal, okay, Divyanshu, Aditya, okay, good. Sandesh, Dhaval, okay. Good to see that some of you have taken care this part here. Okay, good. So now we are moving ahead further for the next question here. The joint PDF of bivariate random variable xy is given by this one here. What will be the value of k? What is the value of k? I think we already solved the two questions here. There is no point of ambiguity. So the answer need to be pinpointed. So only 4 or 5 people are responding here. That's not good. So more person need to participate. So again, just like a previous case here, so hint is again given to all of you here. So what was this integration here? So only one correct response here. That's Sandesh Kumar Chandrakar. So rest of you have done a slight mistake in the integration part here. Okay. So the value of k is 2. Now it has been calculated here. So the second part here, there's nothing specific. We have to, once we go for the integration here, what is our objective? Our objective is to find out the area under the curve here, which is provided here. That's it here. And we also know that this part, whatever the range is given here. So maximum which we can move here, that's the one. We can't move ahead beyond this point here. Okay. So and here the y or x are not independent here. Okay. The value of y is always going to depend on the x here. Okay. And the value of x is always less than unity here. So based on this knowledge here, we have just substituted the value and find out what is the value corresponding to k is equal to 2. The next question is find the marginal PDFs of X and Y. That's the tricky part. And here I want to see the responses from each one of you. The person who is going to solve the first here, he is going to get the bonus mark here. Find the marginal PDFs of X and Y. So who is respond within the next few minutes here? So I am giving 2 more minutes here for you people to solve it here. So in my watch it is 9:36 now. So 9:38. I will check the answers here. Those who will give the correct answer, they will get the marks. So kindly cross check again and then respond. 9:36, 9:38. 2 more minutes. Okay. So again, I got the response from few of the similar faces here. Okay, but anyway, uh, let me check here. Then it will be clear. So who are the lucky one to get the answers here? 2x and 2. So how many of now you can evaluate here? How many of you got the correct response here? 2x and 2 1 minus y I could see. Okay. So those who got the correct response, just inbox me here. So what was the problem you people faced here? Could you elaborate little bit? What was the tricky part in the solution? Now the answer is in front of you. Okay, because many of you have not responded the correct answer here, so I expect a few more input from your side here. Okay. Nope. Okay, so how does Shunmaya say here are values? Why should we consider? Okay. Okay. So now few inputs I got here. Based on that, I am trying to explain the things here. Okay. So let us okay. Okay, fine. Okay. So first, the marginal PDF X we are considering here, and here we what was the input condition was given here? This one, 0 to y here, and y is less than equal to x. It is y here. So what is the range of y here? So range of y is always starting from 0 and ending to the x here. And similarly, when we consider go for the x range here, x is always leading from here, and it is coming to the point maximum to the 1 here. That was the trick. That's it, nothing more. And that has been substituted here in this range here. So as you can see, in case of x here, what we have just done, the range is, like once we go for the x calculation here, we substitute the range for the y here. But this is dy. So what is the range of dy here? This is 0 to x. Correct? Did you got it? Okay. Now, once we go for the f of y, the marginal PDF of y here. Now the trick was once I have to look specifically for the range of x here. Okay, so range of x is always greater than equal to y here. Okay, because between 0 and y here, this y is always coming between the x range here, lower part here. So the range of y is going to be always from y, and it will lead to the maximum of 1 here. Correct? So this way we have calculated this function here. There's nothing specific about it here. Okay, this was not so tricky as you will understood here. But you have to simply observe what is the range of integration is given. If you are clear about the range of integration, you can solve it here. There's nothing in this question which have taken so much time here. Okay, and I was expecting few more responses here, but surprisingly I got very few. Okay, I think from Kamal as well as Vinayak Srivastava. These two here, I got the correct response here. So where in case of rest of the others here, uh, they were lost somewhere in the calculation part here. Okay. I hope now you understood. Now, corresponding to this third part, if we move further here, the region in the xy plane corresponding to the event 0 to x 3 and y is less than 3 is shown in the figure at the shaded area RS. Then we have to simply substitute the values and find out here. And as we have already used the first part here, we are interested about the area, about the shaded region here. So simply use that part here, and we can come to the this conclusion here. Okay. So once we are clear about these two here, there's nothing which would worry to you all here. Okay. Now we go for the one more questions here, and then we'll close today's session here. So this is the first part. Let's consider the bivariate random variable xy here. Okay, this is given, and based on the same here, we need to find out few things here. Find the value of k. That's the first part. So the first part, if you observed here compared to the previous question here, there was we were going straight forward with respect to the integration here. Now this is related to the you can say discrete part here. Previous case is continuous random variable. That's why we're going for the discrete. Now integration here. Now it is the discrete part here. So we'll go for the summation here. That's it. So first for the where k is a constant, so find the value of k. So simple argument. The summation of here the associated probabilities will lead to the unity here. So we need to substitute the values which is given in the range here. So in the range, the values is like this 1 2. So simply I substitute the values here, the integration, and what is the summation is values coming here k into 18. This need to be unity here, so k will be equal to the 1 by 18 here. Now the next question is find the marginal probability mass functions of x and y here. So now this is the question here for you all here. What is the marginal PMF of x and y here? So Swaroop, Dipanshu, and Harleen. Okay. So all of you responded. Good. Good. What is the marginal PMF of y here? This is what you calculated for the x here. So what value in case of y? Y plus 3 is coming 9. Okay, so all of you have calculated the marginal probability mass function of x and y respectively here. So now the third part, are x and y independent? So let's check how many of you got the correct answer here. So the marginal PMF probability mass function of x is 1 by 18 4x plus 3 here. 4x plus 3 by 18. So many of you got the correct response here. Good. Similarly, if we see the marginal probability mass function of y here, if you calculate it here, then just simply substituting the values. Here it is coming 1 by 18, 2yj plus 6 here. That's exactly y plus 3 by 9 here. That's got from many of you as a correct response. Good. Now if we go for the third part here. Here. So they are dependent or independent here. I got only few responses here from Dipanshu, Rajiv. Dependent. Oh, no, 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 no. I think I will again misleading here. So what is the condition for independent here? I have keep on reiterating again and again here. You have to check from their associated probability function or their associated probability density functions here, probability mass functions here. All are the same terminology here. Even as I have communicated to all here, if it is continuous, then this continuity will be spread to the further operations here. If it is discrete, then it will be communicated the same here. Okay. So you have to check this is coming in the same or not here. So corresponding this problem statement, pxy is already given here. Okay. 2xi plus yj, k. K means 1 by 18 here. So 2x plus y divided by the 18 is the joint probability mass functions here. And if you take the individual probability mass functions here, 1 by 18, this one here. If you take the product of these two, we are never going to get your actual values of joint probability mass function, that is 1 by 18 to x plus y here. Can we get? No. So this function is not going to be dependent here. If this product is not equal, so they are x and y are not independent. So the next question is, so find the conditional, okay, what we got from the D part, D and E. Did I tell anything wrong? Okay. Have you got anyone response corresponding to the D part as well as the E part here? So one question, if the response of Pratik, if they are equal, then it is independent. No. If the product is equal here, means they are independent here. So we are saying they're not independent here. So you can say also this is dependent too here. So the response is correct. For the independent condition, their marginal probability density function product need to be equal to the joint probability mass functions here. Conditional probability mass functions here. So, okay, let's check what we all got here. So 2x plus y divided by 4x plus 3, correct. Conditional one, and in case of x, for given y here, if we calculate 2x plus y divided by 2y plus 6, x plus y divided by the 2y plus 6 here. Okay. So Priyanka got the correct response. Anyone else? So for the conditional probabilities, no. Okay. This is for the C part. Okay, what was the E part here? Okay, at least you have the idea. For the E part here, if we are interested for what will be the value of probability for a given y is equal to t, probability for y is equal to 2 for a given x is equal to t here. So we already calculated the conditional values here. In the previous example, D part here, we need to simply substitute the value x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 2 in those conditions here. That's it here. So the main work have been already done in the D part here. Here in the last segment, it was just simply substitute the values, find out the answers here. Correct? But there is nothing more here. So I hope you will have solved some problem here and have some idea what kind of questions will be probably framed out here. Okay, so there's nothing very hard questions here or very tricky questions here, but you have to stick with the basics here. Here, what you learn, what you know here, just stick with those concepts here, and this is simple. The rest of the part is simple integration here, and all of you can solve it here. Okay. So prepare, solve few more questions here, and this will help you to understand the concepts as well as prepare you well for the interim examinations here. So thank you very much from to all of you here from my side. If you have any doubt, then you can. Sir, please share the slides. Thank you. Okay. Fine. I will share the slides with you all here. No issue. Okay. Thank you very much.